Hello students, today I am going to explain the first lesson of class 12. The name of the lesson is The Last Lesson, written by Alphonse Daudet. The lesson is set in the days of Franco-Prussian War, which took place in 1870-1871, in which the France was defeated, led by Bismarck. Prussia then consisted of what now are the nations of Germany, Poland and parts of Austria. Then one day, a shocking news came from Berlin that only German would be taught in the schools of Alsace and Lorraine. This was really a very terrible news for the people of France, and in this way the Prussian tried to rule over the minds and hearts of the people of France. The narrator of the lesson is a little boy named Franz, who started for school very late that morning. Actually, he didn't want to go to the school that morning because he feared a scolding from his teacher. His teacher had asked him to learn the rules of participle, but he did not know a word about them. So he thought of running away and spending the day out of doors. He was also attracted by the warm weather and by the chirping of birds. Moreover, the Prussian soldiers were drilling in the open field. He thought it was much more tempting than the rules of participle, but he resisted his temptation and hurried off to school. On his way to school, Franz passed by the town hall. He saw a crowd of people in front of the bulletin board. For the last 2 years, all the bad news had come from that bulletin board. He thought to himself, what would be the matter now? But he was late for school, and so he was going fast. The blacksmith of the village called him and asked him not to go so fast, as he would reach his school in plenty of time. Franz thought that he was making fun of me as he was already late. Usually when the school started, different kinds of sounds could be heard out in the streets, like opening and closing of the desk. Students recited their lesson in unison, and the teacher rapped his terrible ruler on the table. But today, no noise was coming out of the school. It was still and quiet like Sunday morning. Through the window he saw the teacher was walking up and down with his terrible iron ruler under his arm, and the students were sitting in their places. When Franz was sitting in the class, he noticed that the teacher was wearing a beautiful green coat, frilled shirt and a black silk cap. He used to wear such clothes on inspection days and prize days. Moreover, the village old people were sitting in the class on the back benches. Mr. Hamel was also looking very serious. Then he announced an order from Berlin that only German would be taught in the schools of Alsace and Lorraine. New teacher will be joining them the next day. Franz was feeling very sorry that he had never given attention to his lesson. The books that seemed to be nuisance a while ago became his friends. He was sad at the idea that Mr. Hamel was going away and he will not be able to see him again. This thought made him forget all about teacher ruler and his cranky nature. Now he realized why was the teacher wearing such a fine cloth and why were the village elders were present in the class. The villagers were present in the class because they wanted to thank the teacher for his 40 years of faithful service. They wanted to show respect for their country, which was there no more. The teacher did not scold Franz when he was not able to recite the rules of participle. He asked all of them not to put off things to tomorrow. He said, you claim to be Frenchmen, but you can neither speak nor write your own language. He said, we all are to blame for this. First, your parents, who never worried for the education of their children. They preferred them to work on a farm or at the mills for money. He blamed himself also. He said, sometime he asked them to water his plants and gave them holiday when he wanted to go fishing. Then the teacher spoke about the French language. He said that the French was the most beautiful language in the world. It was the clearest and the most logical language too. He advised all of them to guard their language among themselves and never to forget it, as it will work them as a key to their liberation. Then he taught grammar
and Franz understood easily. Franz was surprised that what the teacher was teaching he was easily understanding. Perhaps he never listened with so much attention and the teacher never taught it with so much patience. After the grammar teacher gave them new copies on which the Franz Elsek was written in a beautiful round hand. While the teacher was teaching, there was a complete silence in the class. Everybody was doing their work. Only sound was coming, that was of scratching of pens over the paper. There were some thoughts that were going on in the Franz's mind. He thought that the teacher had been teaching in the same school for 40 years but nothing changed since then. His garden outside the window and his class remained same, only the desks and benches worn smooth. The teacher was so dedicated to his teaching. It was his last day, but he heard every lesson to the last. Everyone in the class was very emotional. At that time, the church clock struck 12 and the trumpet of the Prussian soldier were heard under the window. The teacher became very emotional. He got up and took a chalk and wrote on the blackboard. With heavy heart, he wrote, "Vive la France," which means "Live long France." Then he was unable to speak anything, so he made gesture to them with his hand. The gesture was that the school is dismissed and you may go.